Make up your mind. It's always my time. Yahoo! Hey Bess, kumusta ka?
I'm good. I'm okay, mabuti. Well, anyway,
Yeah,
welcome back to another episode of Yahoo! It's Friday. So,
that's
we're
right.
gonna dive into our journey from being the boss and assistant to a business partner. So, today's episode is, we're gonna talk about the birth of Desk Assist.
True. That's right. We're going to talk about that, but I will talk a little bit about, this past week, what's been happening. You heard my Filipino Tagalog language. I learned how to say hello, how are you in Tagalog. Kumusta ka? I got
Yeah,
my I got my flashcards in my car and I carry them around with me and I'm learning different words, learning how to
that's
speak
good.
Tagalog. Yeah, fun. And guess what else? You'll be here in
Why?
2 weeks.
I
Here.
know,
I'm
right? Two
excited.
weeks.
So exciting. And I've been going to different Halloween stores looking for Halloween outfits for us so that on Halloween we go trick or treating, I
OMG,
think. I know,
you're
right?
crazy. I just want to watch them. I'm good.
I know, but we're gonna watch. We're definitely gonna watch because it's gonna be amazing. But we want to have some sort of costume. We don't. They'll make fun of us. They'll be like, "Oh, good
Serious.
costume." Yeah. You got to have something. Otherwise, they'll make fun of the way we look. We can
Seriously.
always say this is our costume.
I know, right? It is natural. It's
True.
default. That's how we look.
True. And then yeah, so it's been a good week. The only thing is we've had a couple of big hurricanes come through. Um, poor Florida is getting whacked. North Carolina got whacked.
I know. I
Florida's
heard
getting
about
whacked again tonight, next 24 hours. Pretty crazy situation going on out there. I know the
yeah.
last time I was out there with you, we had a super typhoon come through, which was kind of crazy.
Yeah, in the Philippines, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that was nuts.
That was
But
crazy too.
I know. Yeah, that's crazy. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I think it's time we can talk about how we started Desk Assist, right?
Yep. Well, in our last episode, we shared about our toughest times, at least my toughest times during those years, remember?
Yeah.
We told them the story about the foreclosure, the kids getting sick, the house problem, the septic, and all that, all happening one after the other. So I felt like I was being hit from all sides, right?
Yeah. Plus I saw, in the Philippines, it's like you said, it's like 90 every day. And you were working in your office and there was no air conditioning. I saw you
Yeah,
sweating.
it was
So
crazy.
yeah, so we
Yep,
got you an air conditioner so you could stay cool.
that's right. So, again, we just have to believe that there's a rainbow after the storm or after the rain. So I think it will come
Yeah,
to an end no matter how bad it is, right?
true.
When things settle down, we focus on building our business, getting more listings.
Yep.
We had some good appointments after that.
Oh yeah, it was unbelievable. We were killing it. We were having so much fun.
Yes, yeah.
And then something happens.
Yeah. But
Well, you went to that meeting, remember? Your company had like a end
it's
of
a year
year
end. Yeah, it's a
year end
year end
party, right?
party. That's
Yeah.
right. So that time of the year, the company had a year end party. I attended the party.
Yep.
And then I remember sitting there looking at the CEO talking in front over, at least 100 VAs in that area. And then something clicked in my head. And I just thought to myself when I was looking at the CEO, I was thinking, Ron could, you know, Ron could do that. Maybe you could be better than him, actually. I was thinking
Yeah.
you could inspire and lead all these people. So I
Yeah, I
took some
remember that.
pictures, I sent it to you, and I was like, you know what? It's crazy because when I was looking at the guy, he doesn't even look like a CEO. I don't know why I hate him. Just kidding. But I don't
We
know if I
definitely
hate him or I'm just so proud of you that I can see you being there. I
well,
can
I think
envision you.
you thought I think you thought so big of me that you're
Oh
like, I could
yeah.
do anything. You thought I was like
Yeah,
Superman.
I know. True. That's so true. It's like, oh my God, he can do
Yeah.
that. You could be that person in front,
And I
And
was thinking about it, thinking about us. I started picturing it in my head, what that would look like. I remember.
yes. And then you said something like, it's crazy because I feel like you created a vision for me. You
Yeah. You
don't see yourself, you don't see yourself doing that. But when I said it, you started picturing yourself like, wow,
isn't that funny?
I know. And it's
Yeah, go
crazy
ahead.
because I just said it in a very natural way. I don't mean to, just
Actually,
told you what you
you know what
saw.
happened? I realized at that moment you believed in me more than I believed in myself.
Exactly.
You really, you did. It was kind of weird. I've never felt that before.
Exactly. I think that's true.
And then something, you know, the contract ended, right?
Yeah. Well, not right away. We continued working together, but
Yes, true. Yeah, we were
um,
working together, getting listings. Things were going great.
yeah. And then
And
eventually, of course, nothing was permanent, especially in real estate. So you kind of
true.
shifted your career from real estate to working with mortgage people,
Yeah,
right? So that time you canceled your contract with a company.
true.
So it's like you pulled out, and then what happened to me is they transferred me to a different client. I work with somebody in Michigan, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
And then I worked for him for several months, but that didn't last long. After the guy canceled, I resigned. There were more stories behind why I resigned, but yeah, I left the company. But of course, after all the help and gratefulness I have, I'm not just gonna not talk to you. So we kind of kept the friendship you know, between those months. We stay connected.
True.
Of course, after all the support you had given me, my family, I
Yeah.
considered you as not just a boss, but a good friend, especially during that time. And
Yes.
then I was not updated on what's happening to you, but I heard you said during that time you were working with mortgage company. You're meeting with some people, right? You're doing some
Yeah.
marketing and all that. Yeah.
Yeah, because of all the excitement we created
Yeah.
through the listings, the for sale by owner, and all the success we had. I had a connection with a mortgage company where they hired me to do marketing, help
Yes.
connect real estate agents with mortgage professionals. And that was working out really well. And then I ended up coming up with this other plan, this other idea that was going to help me be more successful working with agents and the mortgage company. And I discovered this thing called listings to leads. Now, if you don't know what listings to leads is, it's a great program, and that's what it is. You take listings and you generate leads. And the way it would work is we would sign up for a mortgage broker, either a mortgage broker platform or you'd sign up for a real estate brokerage platform where you could sign up real estate agents, give them a free account, teach them how to market their listings, and it would generate leads that we would then follow up on to get the mortgages.
That's
And
right.
that's kind of the direction it went in. And what I needed help with that. I was ready to, I needed a virtual assistant. I needed your help again. Remember that?
Yes, that's right. So we started connecting again. And I think some other clients or agents started reaching out to you too, wondering how you got the success, what were your secrets,
Oh,
and
yeah.
they were like, "Can you find me
Oh,
another Bess?"
yeah. Yeah. That's what was happening. When I signed up for that listings to leads and I started actually doing classes on listings to leads. So as a mortgage rep, I was able to go to real estate offices, provide lunch, and then do a live presentation of listings to leads. And then when I
Mm.
was done with that, people wanted to sign up. So what I would do would be like, this would work. And I started getting busy with that. So I needed your help because
Yeah,
people were asking for virtual assistants. So I'm like, okay, this is it. So I reached out to you and I said, listen, I think we got something here. And I think we can make this work. And
that's right.
so remember what happened after that?
Yeah, I got some really good connection with some of them. Some of the clients or realtors that I met, they really like me.
Yeah,
I
but what,
remember
remember how we started? Remember how we got this going? I would go meet with the real estate agent.
you would meet with some real estate agents, you would take a picture of their business cards, and then what you would do is just send it to me, and then I'll take care of the rest. I'll call
That's
them,
right.
say hi, hello, and then I'll send them an email. If they
Right.
have questions, I'll answer it for them. And then if they decided to get a VA, then
Well, you
care
would
of
set them up on the remember you set them up on the listing
yeah,
to lead platform. So I didn't
yeah,
have to do all that. So if you think about the whole process, how we streamlined it, it was really
yeah,
cool. I loved I all I had to do was just get in front of people, tell them about the program, and they all were like, "Oh yeah, I want to try it. I want a free account." I would take their business card, take a picture of it. I'd say, "All right, just give me your business card," and I tell them exactly what I was going to do. I'm going to take
yep,
a picture of your business card. I'm going to send it to Bess. Bess is my assistant. She's going to reach out to you. She's going to send you an email, and we're going to get you signed up with listings to leads. And then we're going to help you set it up and help you use it. Remember that?
yes,
And
that's right.
then what happened is then they wanted to hire a virtual assistant.
That's
So that
true.
became like a separate business. So you were
Yeah,
helping me set all this up, but then they were like, okay, well, I want a virtual assistant now because, I'm getting leads. I want appointments for sale by owners. I want appointments with expireds. I want someone to work on my database. And so that's how it transitioned.
that's right. Yeah. So when you told me about that, you were like, why not just build this VA business? In the beginning, we're not really entertaining the idea because we're busy too. But since all these agents are insisting to get another VA, so in the beginning we just wanted to help them, right? So we just
Yeah.
find couple of VAs, work for them, match them together, and then that's it. But eventually there are more. They're referring some friends, referring some agents to us. And so,
Well, it was
right?
funny because in the beginning, my only job was to introduce the mortgage company to the real estate agents, which I did very well. But it went to a whole nother level. It went to like
Exactly.
two levels where
I
I
know.
not only did we make those connections for the mortgage company, we also were able to get the agent to sign up for this listings to leads, market their listings, generate the leads. We got the leads, followed up on the leads, got mortgage pre-approvals, and the agent got more listings, more buyers.
That's
It was
right.
it was a
So
win-win all the way
that was
around.
cool. Yeah, that was really cool.
Yep.
Yeah. And then of course it went to a success, and there was some challenges, but it was part of the game. It was part of everything. There will always
Yep.
be challenges on the side, but it was good. And then
Yeah.
we started thinking about hiring some marketing people, remember?
Yeah, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Because what happened was now we needed our own website. We needed a
Yes,
website. We needed our own marketing team to market the
exactly.
business, right?
So yeah, there
We needed
everything happens
logos. Yeah. And we
slowly, but
yeah, we made marketing material. We had t-shirts, we had
umbrellas, pen,
umbrellas, pens, paper.
ref magnet, notepads,
I still got a
t-shirts.
bunch of that stuff actually.
Yes, yeah, true.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that was it. I think we just wanted to tell the people how we end up building the VA business. It wasn't intentionally um we did not talk about, oh, let's do this in the very beginning, but I think that's how the that's how the story ended, because these people who's looking for help led us to, why not just do this, because they're the ones approaching us and leading us to that way, to find them help, find them a VA. So
Well, it's funny. One of the best stories can remember from this VA, me working for the mortgage company and helping the real estate agents. I had one who was struggling big time in the real estate business, so
mhm,
bad that she wanted to get out of the business. And then when she heard about what I was doing, she was new to the office. She had come from another office. She came to our office. She ended up talking to me, found out what I was doing, and she wanted to hear more.
Yeah,
But
I
I had a
remember.
cup of coffee. Yeah, I remember I had a cup of coffee with her, told her what I did, and she's like, "Oh, yeah, I definitely I want to get a VA. I want to figure this out because she was ready to get out of the business. She had a partner. Partnership really wasn't working out, and I said, well, when you break up the partnership because you can't have a partnership that's not working out and trying to start over and it's not really going to work. It's the money that you're spending there in the partnership would be better spent here doing this. And so she made the shift and she started killing it. She was killing it. She was listing for sale by owners. She hired her own virtual assistant. We were getting her mortgage business. Everything was working like a charm. And then there's a story on that one. We'll have to finish another time, but she was doing phenomenal. I remember she invited me to her office. She had moved to another office, built a team, and she wanted me to see everything. And I remember she invited me over to Christmas. One time I spent Christmas at her house.
That's right. I remember all that.
Remember? Yeah. So that was a great story and a sad story.
Yeah, we ended up being friends with her.
Oh yeah, she became. But I love that story. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna talk about next? Because
We're gonna have a lot of things to talk about. I think for today's episode,
exactly.
the takeaway here, the main story is that I think is that sometimes a single vision, a simple statement can create a lot of effect, because I didn't mean nothing when I said, you know what, I can see you being there in front, being the boss of many VAs, talking. It could become like a foundation of a business by just saying that small statement.
It hasn't fully matured the way you told the story yet, but it's gonna get there. And I
Exactly.
want to share that with everybody as we go through, as we talk about this every week, how we're growing, how we're building that vision you set for us back then, or for me.
That's right.
Yeah.
So again, they said never underestimate the power of speaking life into someone's dreams. You may
Oh
not
yeah.
know it at the time, but just believing in someone can change the whole story. Because, like what you said, at that time when I said it, you felt like I believed in you than you believe in yourself.
Oh yeah.
So just speak out. If you see somebody, someone, you see some potential in them, say it, because that's going to boost their confidence, it will help them build their future too.
That's unusual. You don't see that in people. Most of my life, most people want to bring you down. You can't do it. You'll never do it. Oh, they won't say anything. They just kind of sit back and watch. And when things don't work out, they'll be like, I knew he wouldn't do it. Something like that. Never do you hear someone say, oh, no, I could see you doing that. You could
Yeah,
stand up in front. What? And I was just like, I don't know. Maybe.
maybe, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we'll
that's
see.
true. Absolutely.
People will see as we go on. We got so many stories, right?
Exactly. So
Is-
many stories. And for those listening, whether you're struggling in your career or you're dreaming of something bigger, keep pushing.
Yes.
Surround
Don't.
yourself with people who see the
Yes.
potential in you, who speak life
Yes.
into your dreams, because that's big. Like what you
Yeah.
said, if you're surrounded by people that are so negative, it will drag you down. But if you're surrounded with people who can see your potential, they'll be like, oh my God, you can do that.
Yep.
They'll believe in you, because that's important. So, yeah, again, I think that's it for today's episode, right?
Yep. Yep. I think
I
that's
think
it.
that's a great story. I think some people would be excited to know, how did they come up with from working to building the VA business. Then now they know. People come to us and ask for help because of the success. That's why they said, when you're successful, everything will follow. And that's what happens. We didn't ask for it, but they're asking for help. So we kind of
True.
like, you know what? Let's do this, because they're asking for help anyway. But anyway, that's it. Thanks again for tuning in to another episode of
Yahoo.
Yahoo. It's
Ah,
Friday.
have a
All
good
right.
week, guys. We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye bye.